So the new Grimgar Fantasy and Ash is out, and this is my review for it. I'm Ross Magas. Hey YouTube, what's up? I was starting to get confused as to like why they were still killing all these goblins, because like I was like, you guys lost a friend here and you're not doing so great. People are starting to be like, you guys are the Goblin Slayers because you tend to go out of your way to kill goblins. But finally, now it's clear, and they're showing us is actually they wanted revenge on those goblins specifically who had actually killed Minato. So they got that. I'm glad to see that their relationship with Mary seems to have transformed, and she's opened up to them a little bit more, and now they're kind of, well, not kind of, they're mostly friends. And she keeps calling Haruhiro like Hal, and you know, I guess it could make sense because it could be Haru and Halu, it's the same thing. But I get the feeling that this is actually like a pet name or something similar she had to one of her friends she had in her original party who actually died. And she's placing her misguided emotions, I guess, on Haruhiro. And I could be completely off base. It's just the kind of vibe I got here. I'm glad that they've settled this whole thing so we can move on with the story a little bit. And like, I want to see more parts of this world now. I was really surprised that also Mary gets shot in the back. You'd think something so traumatizing they would remember that a little bit, but I mean, she lived, it's fine. So there's that. But you know, she could have died too, and then you would have been in the same situation, and then they would have just been like trying to exterminate all of goblin kind or something. I'm hoping now that this part of the story is done, and that's focusing so much on their like little revenge, that we'll start to see more of the world and maybe like hints about how they got there in the first place, what they're here to do ultimately. Is it just like they're stuck here forever? Are they gonna get more allies? Is there cooler stuff to see? Like, they're all kind of like just in this little town, and it's just the beginning town. So hopefully we'll start to see more of that now that this part's over. Although I do foresee some love triangle, love square, whatever you want to call it, BS starting to happen between Mary, Haruhiro, and God, what the hell was her name? I can't remember her name. She's the huntress. And she finally learned how to shoot a bow, which is nice, considering, you know, bow is the major weapon of her class. I do like, God, I can't remember anybody's names right now. I do like the Domo strike. I tanked personally in Final Fantasy 14, so I might start saying that to myself when I do some of those moves, just Domo and do things like that. But that's neither here nor there. So this show is also starting to pick up in terms of the plot. I did not notice too much of an art dip like I did on some of the other shows I was watching, but there were a couple parts where I'd say there was a little bit, especially in the graveyard. And I guess it's difficult to have that weird panoramic, like in real life. I guess now you could just use a drone camera, but to have that little sweep around camera angle while they're in the graveyard. So the CG, I was like, okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it. But it would have been nice if it wasn't, you know, same way Disney did it back in the day. They had the sweep around. Oh, you know what? They didn't. The background was also CG there, although the people were not, and that was impressive. So, either way, it still would have been nice. So don't worry about it. I think Ranta is starting to get jealous of Haruhiro for whatever reason. I don't know if this is going to equate into his demon possession thing that he's got going on because he's a Dark Knight or whatever, or it's just because it's his personality and he wants to stand out and he needs attention, that kind of thing. He's maybe a little bit resentful that Haruhiro's not the hero, he's the leader now. It seems like there's this kind of thing going on. Maybe he likes that. Maybe he likes Mary. He's like, Mary's not giving me attention. I don't know. So this kind of stuff is starting to happen, and I can see the mixture is being created. A concoction of emotional drama is going to be in here, and I can't decide if I'm looking forward to that or I don't want to see it at all. I'm Ross Magas. This is Grimgar episode 8 review, and I'll see you guys next time.